New business, item number one, Donna, could you please read the request?
And according to Articles 4, 16, and 17 of the City of Frankfort zoning ordinance, Elizabeth Romosky is requesting a certificate of appropriateness for the installation of solar panels on the south side of the roof at 522 Coral Street. The property is more particularly identified as PDA map number 062-1316007.00.
Good evening. Vicki Berenberg, Historic Preservation Officer. And our only case this evening is for a certificate of appropriateness at 522 Quarles Court, which is in the South Frankfort neighborhood, which is the Special Capital Historic Zoning District. The property includes this lovely house, which is a craftsman-style bungalow that was constructed prior to 1925. It is evaluated as contributing to the South Frankfort Neighborhood National Register District that was established in 1982. And again, it was evaluated as contributing in 2013 when the boundary for that district was expanded along with the period of significance. It does have a lot of integrity. There is alteration in the form of the addition of asbestos siding on the house, which was probably installed sometime in the mid-20th century. The request is to approve the installation of solar panels on the south roof plane. That this request is happening ex post facto. They are already on the roof. You can just barely see them in this picture, at least the front ledge of them, which is along the front of the roof line there. Staff is recommending approval of this request. And here is a PVA map that shows an aerial view of the location of the property on Quarles Court, close to the intersection with Coleman Avenue. I also looked for the property on the available Sanborn fire insurance maps. It doesn't show up until the 1925 map. But you can see it was originally delineated on that map and then also included in the update that happened in 1955. It's pretty much unchanged in terms of its plan from the time it was constructed. There is a small accessory building, probably constructed originally as a garage at the rear of the property, which still stands today. I've included some photos here that are also in the staff report of the front of the house and also the north side here. You can see the character-defining features of this property, which include the overhanging eaves and the decorative brackets, the original wood double-hung windows that have 3 divided lights on the upper sash, and the large front porch, which has a separate front gabled roof and is being held up with those craftsman-style piers on each end. Here's some photos of the front again, and also the south side of the house, where you can see the solar panels more clearly. They are visible, but they're located on the main roof plane and not on the porch roof. So they are set back somewhat from the very front of the property. The color of the panels is dark. It does not contrast significantly from the color of the asphalt shingles. The panels are installed flush with the roof, which is recommended by the district design guidelines. And here are some photos of the other houses along Quarles Court, looking both north and south. So again, we are recommending approval. The design guidelines talk about how it is important to consider the efficiency of the panels. Of course, the best place to put them, and the one that can be administratively approved, is if they do go on an accessory building. I did talk with the applicant about this, and she indicated that she had fears about the structural integrity of the garage, and so they did not pursue that avenue. And based on the information in the application and our evaluation within the context of the property's significance, key features, integrity, neighborhood character, and the preservation goals for the city of Frankfort, we are recommending that the ARB issue a certificate of appropriateness for this proposal in consideration of the findings, which are found on page 3 of the staff report. I did include a full staff report for each of you this evening, as the copy that was mailed to you was missing a couple pages. But you will find the findings on page 3, and also with the recommended conditions, which are on page 4, and also on this slide. And that is all I have, unless you have questions for me.
Are there questions for Vicki?
I did want to mention that we did receive one comment from a neighboring property owner in support of the proposal, and I also copied that and put it in front of you tonight.
Thank you, Vicki.
You're welcome.
And if the applicant, please come forward and state your name and address.
Hi, it's Elizabeth Bernosky at 522 Quarles Court in Frankfurt.
And did you receive a copy of the staff report and agree with all of its findings
Yes,
and conditions?
yes.
Okay. Anything you want to tell us about the proposal?
That it is solid black, it does not have any of the white lines running through it like many others do. The roof is black. And it can be removed, yeah. And I know my sister in New Jersey has school systems that have flat roofs with these panels on them, and they're taking them off all the time to repair leaks, yeah. The garage, I can't even imagine an old car fitting into this garage. The doors are so tight. And the last roofer I had to do various repairs before he would let his crews step on the roof. So I don't know that it's going to last much longer. I can't think of anything else unless you all have questions.
Any questions for the applicant?
I have one question. On that space of the roof, is that entire face of the roof filled with panels, or is it part of the face of the roof?
I think it's
On the south side.
on the south side, it's the whole roof except for chimney area and vents, yeah. So it didn't start off that way, but once I got curious about the solar, then I decided to do a heat pump. So that's when I had to add additional panels there.
Are they working well for you?
I don't know. I don't think it's working at all yet. I don't think it's fully activated.
That was my next question, how long has it been they've been in place?
I think the building inspector notified you,
Yeah, it's been,
maybe a month.
maybe a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and everything quit at that point. So I have not paid a final payment or anything. Okay, and I do apologize. I honestly thought that a couple of years ago, the Capital Corridor District, or the Special Capital District was revised and stopped at Steel Street. And I thought, oh, well, I guess the rest of us are just left on our own. So, and, that's my fault for either not reading the newspaper or not. I do follow all of your meetings, though. I sign up for, All of the, I do, I get all the notifications. Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, so if I can screw up, anybody can screw up, yeah.
Well, I applaud you for your, using solar power.
Well, thank you. I'm trying to leave the world a better place. Okay,
Any other questions? Thank you.
okay.
And I just need to say, are there any citizens here comments? There being none, I will entertain a motion.
I would like to move, let's see, that, in accordance with Articles 4, 16, and 17 of the City of Frankfort zoning ordinance, that we approve, Elizabeth Benoski's,
Yes.
request for a certificate of appropriateness at 522 Quarles Court, based on the findings of fact on page 3 of staff's report, and with the conditions as listed on page 4 of staff report, for the installation of solar panels on the south side of the roof.
Second.
Will please call a roll.
Mr. Belicher?
Here.
Mr. Gilbert?
Yes.
Ms. Oberlin? Yes. Ms. McIntyre?
Yes.
Ms. Cross?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Now, Liz, I can let you know, garages, we have guidelines about garages.
Oh, that garage is just, I tried to park Willis's 90-something car in there, and I know I kind of dinged it up going in. But, yeah, I don't want to tear it down, you
Yeah.
know, but rebuilding, yeah, that's a lower priority.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. Well,
Is it
thank you.
insured?
Is the garage insured?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Good, strong wind. Puts you back in action. And in front of us. Good luck with your solar panels, though. That's pretty neat. I'd love to
Thank
hear
you,
an update on
thank
how
you.
well that goes.
I will say that, they're not very, just from the pictures, it doesn't look like they're very conspicuous in this sense.
They're like 4 inches off of the roof. They really have changed the technology, and I love it that there's a solid black, so really hardly anybody, I don't know who would notice them.
Yeah, you have to be looking for them, I think, to
Yeah.
see them, especially because they're not on the porch, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So
I know,
I think that
Yeah.
makes a difference.
Definitely helps that they're not.
yeah.
There have been a number of solar installations at this point in South Frankfort. We had another application at the same time by the same company
Yes.
over on Murray Street, but they put them on the garage way in the back of the lot, so,
But you called that one a carriage house?
well, he called it a carriage
I was
house.
gonna say mine would never be called a carriage.
But it was much larger than your
Yeah.
garage, and it had, like a place to park the car at the bottom, and then there was space for storage or whatever it was, so, oh, hello.
How are you?
Mr.
Sorry for the
David.
delay.
I was just texting you that we ended the meeting because the panels have been approved. So, you're about 2 minutes too late,
Okay.
but,
Thank you all very much.
so anyway, they were approved. So,
Okay, perfect.
I will be sending you a letter tomorrow that has the final order and those conditions on it, and it'll include a certificate, and we'll get your building permit done, and you'll be all set.
We'll just have to schedule the building inspection.
Yeah,
Perfect.
all right. Thank you all.
So,
Thank you back there.
yeah,
Thank you.
the problem
Thank you,
is,
Don.